This video is about SAR of beta blockers. This beta adrenergic receptor requires beta phenylethylamine. So phenylethylamine and OH group is must. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 properties which is required for beta adrenergic agonists. So if one OCH2 group is introduced, it becomes propanolamine. So even then they have a different structure as visually seen. This is 3 carbon and this is 2 carbon, and the OH is down here and it is above here. So to tell in technical terms, it is R isomer and this is S isomer. This is S isomer and this is R isomer. So how this difference of this isomer still have beta blocking effect? So this is again, see, this is aryl ethanolamine or otherwise beta phenyl ethylamine, and this is beta propanolamine. So propanolamine. So how this is difference? But as they have drawn the R configuration and S configuration of propanolamine, and this is the R configuration of ethanolamine. So the structure when drawn stereochemically as R and S, they still have the same orientation in the space above this. Okay, so this similarity is useful in finding the beta blockers. See the similarity. The superimposed image of propanolamine, ethanolamine. So the black ones are similar portions, the black area, similar to both propanolamine and ethanolamine. See the black. So the dotted lines, see these dotted lines. They are not superimposing and they are not giving any similarity in structure. So this particular similarity with the dotted and black line is able to produce aryl propanolamine as a blockers of beta adrenergic receptor. We have seen how ethanol amine converted to propanolamine is having beta blocking activity. Now we shall see the SAR of the okay. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points you have to remember. So this variable heteroaromatic ring can be anything. So finally you will be having one carbazole moiety in this position which still gives beta blocking activity. Okay. Now, this is important in the hydrogen bonding, the second part. Second part, that is O, is important for hydrogen bonding, and the substitution at this position is not at all allowed. Okay. So, this is the fourth one, extension of the amine group, tertiary butyl isopropyl, then another moiety will bring you the fitting of the hydrophobic pocket in the beta blocker, and it gives more selectivity towards beta 1 and beta 2. Then this ionic is important for binding with the receptors. Okay. Then the last one, this must be S configuration for propanolamines. S configuration for propanolamines. So, with this information, we shall see the now the original structure is beta naphthol, beta phenyl ethylamine, but when the position is changed to alpha, you can have one carbon extra, and that is brings about propranolol, the first beta blocker to be found out. So, the X is the linking group, they have changed from OCH2 group. Okay, beta phenyl ethylamine, they have put one X group, and that X group is OCH2. So, originally it was ethanol. Now, introduction of OCH2 brings about